YouTube? What's good? It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. I got something new and special for you. But first, I am Jody Joe. Welcome to the channel. You know this motherfucker to my right. This is Marvin X Files. You think you get a question, blah blah blah, all that shit.
Mr. Sexy, you already know what it is. Dad had on as if I coached Little League. You already know what's the deal.
Yeah, all that. You guys wonder why are we here? We are here for something a little special, guys. We're here for the Ultimate Spider-Man comic review. Here's the trade paperback. I'm gonna hold that X Files Feels Glory.
Yes.
That's what we're here for, y'all.
This is it. This is the moment that you guys been waiting for.
Miles Morales' Ultimate Spider-Man comic review. This was actually sent by a subscriber who wrote me a letter with it. I'll never forget.
Yeah,
he said,
I was there.
Yeah, you were there.
No, John.
He said, Jody, man, you know, I know you don't have a lot of time to get to a lot of things, but when you get a chance to read this, please read it. It's a great story. He's a great character. It'll mean a lot to me. Well, I read it, and we're gonna review this comic book for you. And it's gonna be it's the first comic review since I did my Kingdom Come.
No,
Flashpoint. Infinity War. No, a Flashpoint.
Doomsday Clock.
Yeah, okay, cool.
That one.
So here we are. This is X Files' favorite superhero, or one of his favorite superheroes.
Yeah. By Brian Bendis. You cannot leave that out. Brian Bendis. He wrote this.
Brian Bendis, yes.
He's the writer. He's the writer of this comic.
So let's talk about the book, bro. Now I read it. Now I know what's up.
Yeah, now you know what's up.
I know what's up.
Yeah, you're informed.
I'm informed into this character you've been hyped for a minute, bro.
Yeah, I've been hyping him up, you know. I've been putting him up on that pedestal, you know. Miles Morales.
So let me go ahead and get to a synopsis of what's going on in this book right here. This is it's an urban tale of most that's fused with superheroism. So we are in New York. I would say present day, whenever this came out, present day, and this kid named Miles Morales, who is a poor child who lives in a urban ghetto, or you could say
in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, who is scene starts off with him trying to get into this school, the charter school that only accepts something like 5% students of the general area. So
yes,
it's really big for Miles. It's really big for Miles' parents to get Miles into this school, and it's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Yeah,
golden ticket.
It's a charter school too. It's a high class luxury school. It's called Brooklyn Vision Academy.
Brooklyn Vision Academy. Thank you for that.
No problem.
So what else? He's here. He's hearing all these names get called, and he's like, "I'm never gonna get in this freaking school." They're calling. Oh, we have 4 names to call left. 4 names left, and they go Alicia, Michael, Jeff. One more name. Miles Morales. Oh shoot! Parents go crazy. You're in.
Yeah, you're in.
Father didn't really seem that excited for his son to get in there, but he was excited. He was happy. Like, dinner's on me, whatever we want. So here's his life. Mother's she does what she can to grind. Dad does what he can to work his little odd jobs. Not really making a lot of money, making ends meet. Yeah, barely making ends meet, but the legal honest way.
Yeah,
they're making an honest, hustling man's living. So yeah, just a regular struggle. They on the struggle and they just coming up. So he gets into the school, and then we get introduced to his friend. That's a dumb name.
Ganky?
Ganky? That's a fat kid, Ned. From Homecoming.
It's a copy, and
they got him pretty much right, bro. He looks he's a fat. But they just made him Asian.
I think he's Asian. He's Asian.
Oh, he looked like he was like a Latino or something in here.
He's Asian.
Okay, well they got him right.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why people were tripping in Homecoming. You especially. Why was you tripping on him? He looks on point.
No, I was.
He's a fat nerdy friend.
It's the fact that there you get Peter Parker, Miles story. I did not like that. I did not like that at all. And like that was my gripe.
Oh yeah, there's a fusion. They kind of fused
the stories, and
they didn't give him his soul story really. They gave him his friend.
They gave him part of it.
A little charter school element. Anyway. So he has his friend Genki who likes to build Legos, just like he did.
He loves to build Legos. Those are his hobbies.
Just like he did in
a
the
complete
movie.
nerd, derpy person, you know.
There's nothing to play Legos all day, man. What do you want? What do you expect from me? He's a fast-talking nerd. Oh, God, bro, it's cool. We're going to finish our Legos yet? He's one of those kids who has nothing better to do, but he has a cool, mixed breed black kid as his friend who's kind of cooler than him, so he wants to just tag along. Yeah. So, there's other characters that come into play. He has an uncle
named Aaron.
And this uncle of his is a no good.
He's a comic crook.
He's a crook.
He got that swagger too. I can't lie, man. He's a crook. He's a cool uncle in your family, and you have a whack dad. That's what he is, bro.
He's the uncle that's like,
he has all of the answers, and you always come to him. It's the fact that he's easy to talk to. He's more understanding, and like he understands how you feel, and like he can always give his input. That's how I see it.
I see it, I kind of, but he's not that deep. He's just a bad guy who doesn't give a freak. Hey, Daddy, don't you drink beer? Let me show you some of this beer. Come taste this beer, boy. He's a cool uncle because he lets you do things that your parents won't let you do. That ties to his bad character. So we have this uncle who he goes to pay a visit. Miles goes to pay his uncle a visit without his father even knowing. We he said, "Uncle, my dad doesn't like me being here. What's going on?" He's like, "Yeah, me and your dad are kind of different. He don't want you around me like that. You know what I mean? So blah blah blah." So they kick it or whatever, and he sits on a couch next to this bag in his uncle's apartment.
Ice cream in his hand and he's licking it.
Right, and while he's sitting on this couch next to this bag, a spider comes out this bag. Now I'm gonna get to it in a minute why this spider is relevant.
Yeah. Okay.
So the spider crawls out this bag as he's talking to his uncle and bites him. And what the heck? There's the spider bite, and that's exactly how he's gonna end up getting his powers. But what's so special about this Spider-Man with the number 42?
42. With
the number 42 on it? Well, in a previous panel, it shows that this uncle is not just a hood type nigga. He is a supervillain, kind of, that goes by the name of the Prowler.
Yeah.
So what the Prowler did earlier in this comic was he went to Oscorp, right?
Oscorp, yeah.
Oscorp Industries, and he robbed them motherfuckers blind, right?
Yeah. As Norman Osborn, he was trying to replicate Peter Parker's powers.
Yes.
With his blood. And he tried multiple times, like he'd been trying to lie. He had multiple spiders, and like it was all a failure, except for this one that got out. This one spider that got out. And that crawled into his bag out of nowhere.
And Norman Osborn is this desperate dude. I got to get Spider-Man power.
Yeah,
I don't care. I'll kill you. These black scientists like scared. Oh, you're gonna kill my family. You're gonna kill me. Oh, you're the so bad. You get this done. I haven't been able to replicate it. You haven't? No. All things have failed. Get it done.
Get it done.
So he really wants this to happen. And they get robbed by the Prowler. And the Prowler is the uncle. And the uncle had the bag that he used to rob Oscorp sitting on the couch. And the spider left the lab, got into his bag, came home with him, and then bit his nephew unbeknownst to him, thus making him granted with Spider-Man-like powers.
Yeah.
Spider-Man-like powers, not Spider-Man powers. Right. That's kind of important, right?
Right.
So that's basically the gist of this hero and how he comes to be.
Right.
From then on, it goes off and it gets a little bit deeper and it gets into him actually being a hero, trying to learn. First of all, he neglects it and rejects it. And that's why I didn't like that, bro.
Yeah.
What 16-year-old, how old is it? 16, 15-year-old kid?
13, I'm not sure.
It was high school. So, so probably a 15-year-old kid. 15-year-old kid gets these superpowers after loving superheroes all your life. And you reject it. Oh my God, I'm scared. I don't want to. He's a little bitch.
Nah,
he's a little pussy, man.
Whoa. His dad, he did not like superheroes. He felt that if that superheroes being in the community was bad, it always involved danger in the area.
Yeah.
So that's why he had rejected his powers. That's
not why.
Yes, it was. And then also he wanted to live a normal life. He didn't want to save people. That's Peter Parker's job. He wanted to be a regular kid who get girls and have fun. Not being responsible for like other people well-being. No, and like safety. He didn't want that.
Miles wasn't a regular kid who got girls and had fun. That's the thing. He was a dweeb nerd, just like
Ned.
I'm
trying to.
I'm sorry, I was gonna call him Ned.
He was just trying to.
Genki is a realer nigga than him. Cause Genki, you got powers? Shoot me, get your costume. You gonna be Spider-Man, bro? Are you tripping for?
He wanted like he had to focus on his studies. See, like
studies, man. Shout out to Genki the Asian who said, "Bro, you got powers. You better cheer up. Put a suit on and go beat Spider-Man." Because what was relevant here? Spider-Man ended up getting his shit wrecked in this story.
He did.
So everything, he's in this charter school, kicking it with his new roommates, including Genki.
Yeah.
And he get the call goes out, alarm goes off. Students, everybody group up. There's an emergency. Code red. What's going on? Spider-Man's in trouble. It's a super incident on the bridge. Apparently, Spider-Man has been shot.
Yeah.
So then Genki's looking at him like,
yeah, are you gonna do something?
And then Miles is finally like, all right, I gotta go. Cover for me. He's like, what you gonna do, bro? Cover for me. So he goes out there, gets to the scene. Spider-Man is in action going against
Ultimate Green Goblin. Ultimate Green
Goblin.
Yeah.
He's going to this is kind of weird, though. I want you to help me understand this situation because it was kind of confusing to me when I initially read it, the way they drew the panels. Who penned this? Send me Pichelli Marquez. Pichelli Marquez. The way you drew it and penned it really confused me. How the freak did Spider-Man blow up exactly? He's holding a car.
It was like a a truck, and he had
everything blew up.
He kind of tossed it on Ultimate Goblin, and then it blew up.
That's trash.
That's
it. That's garbage.
That's what happened.
So and I don't think he showed him slamming on him and it blew up. It just blew up.
No, it showed him, and then it blew up.
That's weird, bruh.
That's what happened.
And it was so hard for me to understand this panel. And I'm reading it, and I'm looking at the graphics over and over again. I'm trying to understand exactly what happened. And I'm not really getting it.
Yeah,
here, smash.
Yeah, the truck.
Holding
the truck.
Quietly smash. Was he smashed though?
And then boom, there go the explosion right there.
What the freak, bro?
I mean, I think that the art is very beautiful.
It doesn't show what he has in his hand.
You can tell what he had. That's the goddamn truck is right there. That's the truck.
Ow. What? Ow, what?
He had to use all of his strength. That's a huge ass goddamn truck, man. He's tossing it on him, and then it made an explosion.
I'm not feeling these panels.
That art is beautiful. It's easy to understand, Dodie.
Okay, so I'll give you. All right, so since you don't want to delve deeper into investigating why this is, let's take it to face value. This nigga slammed the truck on Green Goblin and died.
Right.
Trash.
It's also more. It's also more. Yo, it's also more to the story.
I understand this. He was in the hospital and all that.
He started the Spider-Man. You have to read that. Excuse me. And you have to read that comic. But the death of Spider-Man.
I gotta read that. My nigga, in this story, he died. He went out whack, bro. Why are you trying to defend? That's trash.
You gotta read the death of Spider-Man. It's more to the story. It's
someone sniping from all the way across the city.
I think, bruh,
because this owl right here, this owl lets me feel like he was shot from somewhere across the city by a sniper or something.
You gotta read the death.
All right, I gotta read this part. Well, this is incomplete then. This is weak. What he did to Peter Parker in this, I didn't like that.
He died.
Okay, so Peter Parker, who's been Spider-Man this whole time, dies really quickly and abruptly to get him out the way so they can start to show Miles Morales be that dude. So everybody mourns the death of Peter Parker and all that.
And Miles Morales, he had the stigma deep inside of him that it was his fault that Peter Parker died. And in my opinion, he was inexperienced. He didn't have a handle on the power set. So there was nothing he can do. In my eyes, he shouldn't have been hard on himself. Dude was not properly trained at all. So I'm like, he's very insecure, man. Miles was insecure in the story about becoming a superhero.
He's weak.
He's insecure.
He's a weak little boy.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
He's a weak, scared, little timid boy.
He's very he has anxiety. That's what I
pushover. He don't want attention. He don't want the spotlight. He wants to blend off the shadows in the back.
And then the thing is, the thing is, I really liked about Miles is that he became Spider-Man on his own. He didn't have any help, any handouts. He had to do it on his. He had to do it on
he
his
had
own. He was in the dark. He had to find his way. He had to find his way through the tunnel.
He wasn't in the dark.
He did it on his own.
No,
he didn't have help. He didn't have
his
help
best friend Genki, who was there to follow him and guide him the whole way. And
he didn't do nothing. He wasn't on the battlefield.
He encouraged him to be Spider-Man. And he's in this story encouraging him to embrace his own power. I remember when he got the powers, he went straight to Genki. Look, I have powers. Don't tell nobody. What do you mean? And he was invisible. Bro, what are you, a mutant? No, you're not a mutant. I don't think you're a mutant. You're fine. You're dude. He Googles and she's like, bro, you got Spider-Man, bro. You got powers. I don't have powers. No. What's wrong with you? Use your powers. Do good. He even spent $80 and bought a Spider-Man costume.
No, it was a hand-me-down costume. He already had.
But he spent $80 from last Halloween. He spent $80 because she's a hero. Put the shit on and go up there and be a hero. Come on, he was alone, nigga. Genki had his back the whole time.
He had his back, but he wasn't in that battlefield. He had to help, but it wasn't as if some. But he wasn't holding his hand. That's all I'm saying.
He was pushing him. He was basically pushing to be a hero,
but he didn't want to be bad. He wanted a normal life.
And he ended up doing what Genki wanted him to do.
He did.
Embracing his powers.
He did that.
Thanks to Genki.
I would say Spider-Woman.
If Miles had it, I'm gonna get to Spider-Woman. That's why I'm saying you're whole by himself. You're in the dark. That one, I'm not with you on that. So many people came and helped him. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Nick Fury.
He just helped him to get his costume. That's it. That was it. He had to prove. That he earned his costume.
Who helped Peter Parker get his costume?
Nobody.
You got that straight, nobody, motherfucker.
I mean, yeah, too. I mean,
what best friend did Peter Parker? What best friend did Peter Parker have to tell him to embrace his powers and what to be? Nobody had to do it. That's in the dark. That's in a tunnel. That's on your own. I like the story, but let's not confuse this character with other ones and try to put traits on him that he does not have. Let's not take away from the supporting characters in this that makes him the hero that he is. Without Genki, he would have went with his initial reaction and hid his powers for the rest of his freaking life.
No, that's not true. As soon as Peter Parker died, he knew I have to get up there now.
When Peter Parker
There's no Spider-Man. I have to take his spot. I gotta carry on his legacy. As soon as Peter Parker died, he knew I gotta step up. In his first battle, it was the kangaroo. He's serving them up. Well, it was on the newspaper, but that shit was tight, man. Mouth is dope, nigga. This nigga tight, bro. So that nigga Venom Shake. He taking him up, man. It was just a learning experience. Every time he would learn, and like he would just learn who he is and be more comfortable in his costume as being a superhero. That's the thing. And like he was human. He wasn't no hero. No, he was a hero, and also he was human. That's what I like.
And he's also black. That's what you love.
Yeah, but also overall, I felt that the story and what Brian Bendis did, what he executed in this book right here,
man,
this is A1 writing. A1 writing. I felt every story arc.
You're setting me up, man. I don't want to trash this character, but you are upping him to the levels. I don't want to. I'm not trying.
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, the hospitals. I mean, I don't want to jump ahead. I don't want to jump ahead. Yeah.
Let me stay positive here.
Okay. For sure.
Things that I like about Miles Morales are the things that go around him. His surroundings are what I like. Him living in poverty, especially the way his father believes. He sits his son down in the park, and his son asks, "Dad, why don't we kick him with Uncle? Your uncle's a bad guy." What? He says you used to do stuff too. Yeah, son, sit down. I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm gonna tell you something that I'm not really proud of, son. But I'm gonna tell you, your dad wasn't always a good guy himself. No, I used to steal. You used to steal, Dad? Yes, son. I used to steal. I'm not proud of it. And it's that stuff that's beautiful to me because a black man who's seen as this golden eagle who would never do wrong. And Miles even said, "I can't believe Dad used to rob, Mama. Dad used to rob." So his father was still paying for his sins of his past, even though he let that life go.
And it came back to him.
He chose to sacrifice the way his son sees him to teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring out the skeletons in my closet, son, to let you know how I was, which is the reason why I'm so hard on you. That father shit.
Yeah.
And that's important because a lot of black people already got daddy.
And like
man. So I felt that.
It's also relatable. This is relatable.
Yeah, it's relatable for sure.
This is relatable character. Let me say that again.
And the exchanges between the dad and the uncle, like, man, you stay away from me, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, yo, what you mean? Like, he want to do? Why? Because he want to do what he want to do, Miles.
Yeah.
I hear Miles and tell me he was coming to my house. Shoot, you need to talk to him, man.
You know,
you need to talk to him, bro. Hey, no, you stay away from you, cold son of a bitch.
It felt like,
I'll lock you up, man. Stay out of my son's life,
agreed.
man.
Agreed.
Hey, yo, I ain't the one that's calling to him play. You need to go ahead and talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Mouse, come on, let's go.
Yeah, like he started running, and then
he got battered. He ran away. That's how the talk happened. Why you run away from me, son? Because he was gone for so long. Yeah. So he had this nice little conversation in the park, and that's where he started to talk about, because random Iron Man flew by. Like, man, these heroes need to freaking get up out of here, man, with all that.
You don't like superheroes.
Well, yeah, whatever.
They cause problems, and they're bad for the community.
I like his dad. I like his mom. I like how loving and nurturing that she is to her son. But she still respects.
But family oriented is what it is.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like it too.
It's kind of like Coco. If you think about it, mom, dad, it's a family vibe in this story, and it connects. This is Brian Bendez's like top 5 best work. I want to say this is like top 5 right here. I'll let you go, bro.
If you think this is top 5, bro, then you really need to do some more Marvel and DC reading, my nigga.
What you mean?
You need to. Just Flashpoint is just one I'll throw out there that you should read.
I never know fuck Flash.
Okay.
You tripping, but that's the blackest thing. I'd rather be Batman than Flash.
I'm not talking about it's the writing of it. It's the story.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about the character per se. But as far as Miles goes, as far as the character goes, I personally do not gravitate to him. He, honestly, to me, makes Peter Parker look like a better character by comparison. He's very, and it's just me, because some people can't relate to this type of person. Because I can't. I can't relate to a person who gets powers and doesn't want them. Who gets powers and is afraid of them. Who gets powers and doesn't want to use them to do good. Living in a universe where there's superheroes everywhere. I understand if this is the real world, I get powers like I got powers tomorrow. What the freak?
Yeah,
no, nobody got powers. If this was a universe that where all heroes are, I couldn't wait to go join them and put a suit on. And I don't identify with him with that. I don't identify with his loner mentality. I don't identify with his scariness. He's just a little scary little pussy, man. Cries and shit.
He doesn't
cry. He was crying in this motherfucking story when he got the powers.
No.
Nigga ran in the alley and shit, crying and shit.
He wasn't crying. He was just upset, man. He was upset.
Whining little nerd. He ain't got no swag. Miles ain't got no swag, bro.
He don't got swag. Nah,
he don't have no swag, bro. None. Genki got more swag than him.
Nah, I would not say that. I would not say that.
Genki cracks jokes. Genki he talks more. Genki has more of a outgoing personality. Even though he's trapped in a nerd life, he's still outgoing, charismatic. He mentions pop culture and movies and shit. Like, he's more cultured than Miles is.
Nah, I would not say that. I mean, Miles,
he's the proactive guy. He'll Google. Oh, let me see. Oh, you like what you calling that movie, man? Oh, he's the one that's bringing up all these awesome ideas for me, the reader, to be like, oh, okay, that's what's up. I like that. As far as Miles, just taking him away, isolating him, he's not really my type of character.
He's more. Everybody does not have to accept being a hero.
No. I'm with not accepting.
Rejecting that is the fact that he wants a normal life. He don't want to save people and be responsible, having that blood on your hands. Oh, I could have saved her. Oh, I could have. So I understand. He just wanted a regular, normal life as a regular kid.
Well,
and what happened as soon as he got? I'm away. All right. So,
well, you say that, but leading up to the beginning of the story, it didn't show that he was that type of kid. What type of kid was he in the very first few panels? Can we go? don't want to be here. It's useless.
Okay, I get
I'm not
that.
gonna get into this storm.
Agree.
This nigga was a weakling nigga before he even got powers.
Yeah, agree. Okay. I can
So if he was the type of kid who was exuberant and all that, and then he got the powers, and then it was like, oh, I could get it. But, bruh, he was already that type of kid. He ain't up there going to get them bitches, and he ain't trying to go to no burning.
He was trying to, but that spider bit him.
Oh, so Spider's the reason why he ain't getting no freaking swag.
He does got swag. What you talking about? He had fashionable clothes up in here. He had fashionable clothes. I mean,
Clothes
like
doesn't mean swag. You can have swag and rags, my nigga.
Bro, I felt, man, he was a swag person.
Really?
He just felt insecure in mind.
Well, yeah, definitely he's an insecure kid.
Yeah,
and that's fine because you're a kid. And then he started, but fast forwarding, he's running around in this $80 knockoff Spider-Man costume, right? So Spider-Man is dead. So you're out here showing yourself to Spider-Man's real villains, and the villain's like, "No, I thought you died, motherfucker." Yeah. So they fighting him. He's sloppy as a motherfucker.
Yeah,
he does not have his stuff together at all. He is so far from being a Spider-Man, but he's fighting him. He's showing some courage there and all that, and I appreciate that. But it's deemed across the universe, across the city as distasteful. It is so distasteful for you to run around here in Spider-Man's costume, pretending to be Spider-Man. And a lot of characters have a problem with that. Number one character who had a problem with that revealed herself to him. What character was that? Spider-Woman. That was Spider-Woman. She came up there and bodied his sheet up there on top of the building. And what happened? He got his shit wrecked.
He got his shit wrecked.
I
mean, he was inexperienced. I mean,
yeah.
What it is.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, she got a sheet ready. What the heck are you doing with the costume on, boy? What's going on? Took the mask off, revealed his identity.
Dishonor to Peter Parker.
Yeah, what are you doing wearing this? Man,
you have powers? What?
Yeah.
How did you get your powers?
Yeah.
Man, she was questioning.
Yeah.
Like, where you get your powers from? And it's tied up.
Yeah.
His head on the satellite. Then, guess what?
Fetal position he was.
Yeah. And then he woke up. This nigga was up in Nick Fury, Iron Man, Spider-Woman, Hawkeye.
You got all these people looking down on him like,
who's this?
This kid.
Iron Man, he had his, kid is the real deal.
Yeah, he's wearing the suit.
He has Iron Man power. He is a metahuman.
You got Nick Fury talking, man, but the suit's so distasteful. He's running around in the suit.
Yeah, he running around in the suit and stuff. I mean, it was just too soon. Too soon, but he tried to make a difference in his community.
So here comes some more help from Nick Fury. Taking him on took him on an actual mission real quick. Come with me. Something's going on. Electro breaks out. And Electro proceeds to wreck niggas, right?
Wreck niggas, yeah.
Iron Man got wrecked by Electro, bro.
Yeah.
Explain this to me, my nigga. The immortal Iron Man. You know Iron Man in the MCU? How he's Superman, basically? Well, in the comics, he's getting wrecked by niggas like Electro. Short-circuited that nigga's whole suit. Shut him down with one blast.
That can happen.
Not in the MCU, that wouldn't happen.
That's MCU, bro.
Last time I remember Thor hit him with a godly lightning bolt. 2,000%. Oh, how about that? Nigga, that's me.
That's the movie. Yeah.
The MCU, bro. Electro would have jolted his body and made him even more stronger, right? The God of Thunder himself.
That's the MCU.
Right.
This is the comic book.
Yeah, the MCU's far off. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
So somehow Miles is able to help fight off and defeat Electro. And
he was in camouflage mode.
It was a cheesy way, but you know.
He pick up shit, man. He that Venom blast. That shit's OP. That Venom blast shit is OP, nigga. That shit. He touched him. He walks the boat, and then Nick Fury had that pistol. Bow. Shot. It was on the floor, like laying out. And it was on the laid out like this. I was like, damn.
Right.
My nigga Miles had to prove himself, and he earned that costume, man. He earned his stripes and his ribbons, man.
Because what happened? Nick Fury gave him a costume that's different. This costume that you see right here at the bottom of the screen right here gives him that traditional black and red costume. That's where he got it from. That
bread costume, that Jordans, man. The Jordan 11 bread. You know, that's the best color combination ever. It's red, black. Yeah, that's the best.
And white. Little white. Little has some white in there. Pop it off. So then, you know, moving forward, you get into more deeper elements of the story, and it's pretty much going on. It's him learning how to be a hero. They have a funeral for Spider-Man.
Yeah, funeral for Spider-Man.
And he gets more advice from Spider-Woman. You know, she tells him who he was. He was Peter Parker. He had an Aunt May.
Yeah, Aunt May.
He wore the mask.
And May Parker was there too.
Yeah, he wore the mask. Why did he was asking you questions? Why do you wear the mask? He wore the mask to protect his people. Anybody can be a hero, that type of shit. So yeah. Anything else more you wanna add?
I guess that's it. Hey yo, before that art, that's it. Let's get to the next one.
All right, go ahead, start it off.
Well, now Mal's uncle Aaron, he was up in Mexico.
What's his name again? Aaron? Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uncle Aaron. Yeah. He went to Mexico to meet some guy named the Scorpion. Some tatted up Hispanic guy, have high durability. He's not your Scorpion who has a tail and the green suit. No, this is a different type of Scorpion.
Yeah. F. Serrano gets locked up. Just like a nigga.
Yeah.
In the Mexican prison.
In the Mexican prison. So like he went inside of that building and he started asking questions, and it was a group of Hispanic guys. They just gained up on him and they grabbed that knife like, who are you? And then he did that shot. Somebody started frying like niggas, bro. He got that swagger too. That's the thing that I like. He wasn't no corny ass person. I mean, he
never was scared or timid or nothing. Like, there's nothing.
Anything that he wanted, he took it.
Yeah.
Playing no games. No, this is the Prowler. You know.
I agree.
And like, and then he met Scorpion. Came out like, there you are, Aaron. I heard that you go by the name the Prowler now. He was like, yeah. Hey, yo, but what the heck is this? Get these people off of me. And then, he started shocking them, and then they have an exchange of words. Now, Aaron, he's about his money. He's about them pesos, man. He told him, where is my money at? Where is my money at, Scorpion? That's what I want.
About them ants.
Yeah, about those ants. Where my money at? That's what I came here for. And so, Scorpion. No. So like, so Aaron said, this is supposed to be a business transaction. I need my money. That shit was funny. This was a business transaction. So Scorpion said, here is your money. Now, do you have my package? That nigga Aaron said, you forfeited as soon as you had your people had weapons on me. So then, man, he started running out and shit, it was a little battle. He tried to shock him, and then he started running out.
Yeah, he has that suit he wears.
Yeah, it was made by the Tinker.
Who's that? Who's the Tinker?
Some creative guy who made all of his equipment, I guess, or some of his equipment, I guess. So now, he tries to shock him, and it doesn't work. This guy got high durability skin. He on his Luke Cage shit, but this nigga can nothing affect him. So I think he kicked him, and then he ran out real quick, and it was a bunch of Hispanics police over there.
I don't know if Scorpion was an SA. He's Mexican.
I don't know.
I see all them tats and shit.
I guess that this was a total different. Yeah, it's a different Scorpion. Yeah, it's a different Scorpion. It ain't the same one. So he goes outside, right?
Question. Does this is a different reality than the real?
Yeah, he's part of the world. 616. Boy, mouse around.
All right,
so
all this is just
after Peter Parker died, Civil War came in hand, and this shit canon.
This is canon.
Yes, canon.
I don't understand all these the Marvel universes. I'm not really.
They got a bunch of
I don't know
universes and shit.
313,
616, 616, and a lot of them. God damn.
What's the real one then? All of them canon? They're all one?
No, not all of them are one. I mean, but the main one is Peter Parker. But they brought Miles into his universe. So it was like, fuck, okay, cool. And then it became canon.
Alright. Back to this fool Scorpion and shit.
Let's take it.
I want to hear you say it. I want to hear what your take is on the next hit. So, Prowler ends up finding out.
Yeah. He was in prison.
Yeah.
And then he said, I can't read Mexican. What does this say? I'm like, hey, this nigga sounds just like nigga, bro. That's what's up.
He puts you together.
Yeah.
Finds out. That was kind of I was kind of surprised how quickly he put things together.
Yeah, I mean,
like nigga, that's all.
Hey, he's intelligent, man. He ain't no dumb nigga.
Yeah, I guess he a hood nigga, but he ain't totally dumb. Or maybe they kind of put that in there to advance the plot a little bit, so they can get him.
Told him no. He was at Oscorp. No. He had gone to Tinker out of jail. He went to Tinker and he asked him questions. Who is this Spider-Man? I need these abilities. Who's this?
I know, but
do for me?
He didn't say what you do for me. Morales.
He said Norman Osborn was making an Oz formula.
Yes.
To recreate
Spider-Man. He put it together
and
himself.
He put it together like,
dang, he was at my house. He got bit by spider.
So like,
and they instantly was like, fuck.
Yeah. And
that's some detective Sherlock Holmes shit almost.
Yeah, you know, shit. You know, that nigga's a smart man.
So the Prowler ended up finding out that his own nephew, the same person that the Prowler wants to, I don't want to say be like, but he wants those powers. He wants to, who this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's your own freaking nephew.
Yeah.
And now he finds that out. And that causes some trouble for old Miles and his family. The whole family gets blowback from him deciding to become Spider-Man. Now, this is not his fault, but I don't think he understood. Miles didn't even though he got help, it would have been nice if he got more encouragement and more breakdown of what he was about to get himself into, because I don't feel like Miles fully understood what it means when you put this motherfucking mask on and you go out there and you're saving people, you're fighting crime, you're fighting villains, about the potential blowback that it could have. Not on just you yourself, but people that you love as well. Whether it be directly or indirectly. It just factors that way. Because you did this happened to this, and it goes with a lot of, and then it ends up coming back to something that you probably did. So I like how it explores that, and I could relate to that.
This was one of the best story arcs in this book. Uncle Aaron, he made that shit. Yeah, man, that was. I say it's the second. I would say it's the second. But anyway, so Miles' uncle, man, he's waiting for him at the school. You know, he had his pad, he had that thin pad. You know, he posted it up. I'm like, okay, this is a cool ass uncle.
He didn't wait.
He didn't wait. No.
He didn't wait. It was like 2 pages. It was like almost the next page.
No.
What is nigga?
As soon as he got the uniform, he got his.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Miles, how you been? What's up? Nephew? I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Man, he was looking sharp, boy. He was looking sharp. That man was looking sharp. I'm like, man.
What is he like? He's like what, 40 something maybe?
He got 40, yeah. He was looking sharper than ever, man. I mean, the dude, man, he was well dressed, man. What's up,
Nick?
Nigga, what?
Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me that Childish Gambino wants to bum me this nigga.
No, it was about to be pissed off Barack Obama. Brian Mendez got this character from Barack Obama.
Okay, because I thought that Gambino was like his uncle too, or some shit. Miles' uncle in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh yeah. He was about to be. Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah,
bro. That's him, nigga.
That's him.
Get out of here, bro.
Yeah, I told you I did not like that.
Miss me. Like that shit.
Yeah, meant to be with the
Challenge get with the twitching.
I got nephew that. Yeah, that was whack. That was whack. Agreed. I did not like that. Childish Gambino, he was supposed to be Uncle Aaron. Miles Morales.
You know what, bro?
That swagger.
You know what, bro?
Oh man.
I feel the rant. Just because you're black, don't mean you should play this character. Because you got that melanin? Nah, bro, it don't work like that, bro. You were so far off on it. I remember it Homecoming.
Yeah. Agree with you, bro.
Man, niggas get mad at me and shit. Niggas get mad at me and shit. Why you hating on Gambino? Man, you should have said no to that role.
Yeah, you should said no. And like, I got the perfect person. It's the dude who played Cottonmouth from Luke Cage. Perfect. That's a hamburger, cheese, lettuce, tomato. That's the full combo right there. He'll be perfect for that.
I thought somebody else from Luke Cage.
Who?
The nigga look like Day 3 from Pop's Barbershop.
Oh, yeah.
That old school nigga.
Yeah.
You
know what? I'll be cool with that.
Man, you know
Either one. Agree
that
with you,
your son
man.
coming to see me. You know what I mean?
Agree with you on
that.
that.
Nigga, bro.
That
He's a villain
nigga,
too as well.
yeah. Agree with you with that.
No childish.
Either one. No childish.
Lil Gambino, bro.
Get that out of here.
That, bro.
You're dismissed with that bullshit. Yeah, agree with you on that.
Bro.
Agree with
You
on that,
knew this
Dub.
though, man.
I said something though. I
Yeah,
said something, man.
This your character, man. You
Yeah, I said
more
something.
pissed off than that. You should have rinsed it to heavens over that shit.
I mean, I said something. I mean, I didn't rant it, but I said something.
You know what you said?
I like that shit.
I don't like nah, bro. He ain't right. That's it. You gotta wreck that shit, bro.
Yeah,
you gotta let the world on you right now, because you let homecoming go by, knowing that nigga was.
Hey, dude,
Nah,
I said
man,
it
I don't
multiple
like that,
times.
bro.
I said it multiple times.
Oh, man,
I
don't
didn't
that.
like how
Oh, bro, nah.
they added
Nah,
Miles'
man.
story into Homecoming. I said that.
It ain't that.
I didn't like
though.
that.
It's
at all.
just
I
that.
get what you're saying, but like,
You let that
I
nigga
didn't
get
like
you
it.
let him walk away. You could.
I said that he wasn't a perfect fit. I said that.
I know that. Nigga, he's bursting that, bro. This
He's whack.
is blasphemous, bro. On Gambino, we should have got wrecked for that. I would have got that motherfucker in my review if I do this shit. And those
Yeah,
killer
he was
reactions.
like, agree with you.
We did all those killer reactions, all those homecoming discussions, and 2 reviews. Knowing and you knew this shit?
Bruh, hey man, I said that I did not like him as his Uncle Aaron.
That's why I see
he didn't have no swagger.
I gotta
We said that.
There's no
I
goddamn way.
said,
Oh my freak you! I'm gonna run for this nigga more than you know. And there's no
Man.
goddamn way, brother. I was gonna be cool with that shit. I was not just. Nah, I was gonna break that shit, bro. Man, that shit killed me, man. That shit,
yeah.
I'm upset, man.
Uncle Aaron had that swagger, man. He was sharp. He looked young. This nigga looked like he was in his 30s. I want to say
man.
he was sharp. He looked young. He had he was
I'm
intelligent. He was that dude, man. He was that nigga, bro. I know you
told my nigga. That shit wrecked my shit, bro. I'm mad.
I agree with you, man.
People say comics and movies, but you know, yes, comics are different than the movies. Yes,
but I blame
they are.
Sony for that, man. That's Sony's fault, man. I blame Sony, my nigga.
Marvel hired him. Disney hired him, not Sony. Disney hired Childish Gambino, not Sony.
I mean, and like also,
Don't give it to Sony. It's Disney. Feige, them motherfuckers, bro.
But-
They
but
hired
Sony
him.
have a majority of
Right.
the
No.
right to say no.
Yeah,
I don't want it to be like that. I don't want.
No.
I don't know.
They
Peter
don't.
Parker is to do any of those.
That's
things.
not
No.
true, X-Files.
They have that type of power,
That's
man.
not X-Files. That's not how
they got that type of.
That's not
Come
how
on,
licensure works, X-Files. If I buy the rights to use your character, I can do what I want with those rights. That's the whole point of me. Like, yeah,
fine
no.
print, though. You need
Nah,
to read that
you
shit,
know,
bro. You put your glasses on.
And I'm
lenses
nah,
ain't-
bro.
ain't-
That's why I'm buying the rights to your character to use him the way I want to use him. And then Marvel, Disney, Feige, they casted Gambino to play this nigga, bruh. They Willy Wonka this man, bruh. Now they want to challenge Gambino to play Willy Wonka.
So, yeah, you're right.
What the freak is happening?
Right.
What is wrong with? What am I missing? Willy Wonka? Man.
After that, Star Wars shit that I heard of him,
Star
being
Wars,
pansexual
Orlando,
and,
Star
he
Wars,
took on that role. I was like,
Simba from the Lion King.
Yeah, he
Willy
getting
Wonka.
roles. Yeah, he getting roles. I agree with you on that. But I'm not fatigued of him. I can say that I'm not fatigued of the guy.
I don't dislike him. I just like how Hollywood is using him, and I just like the roles that he's picking or something. It's just I don't dislike him as a person. I don't know him,
Agree with you on that.
but I really hate this man. It really rubs me the wrong
agree
way.
with you.
Man.
I like to agree with everything that's coming out of your mouth.
But nigga, I would have been saying this shit in 2017 though. It would have been a whole totally different dynamic because I read this shit now. What I know about the motherfucker and knowing that this motherfucker was playing this motherfucker, bro. That's not a problem with that.
Dude, I mentioned that I did not like him as Uncle Aaron. I mean, he had that swag hit, man. He had that brim of that hat tilted. And he's like, what's up, nephew? I mean, I ain't touching.
The Childish Gambino's going. Is a prowler running around robbing motherfuckers or something?
I don't think they went deep into it yet.
Make smart remarks.
It was just a
Making smart remarks, you young motherfucker. You're 25 years younger than he's supposed to be.
That's what they were doing.
You're supposed to be his dad's brother.
Yeah, he looked young. Agree with you on that.
Nigga's like 30 years younger than he's supposed to.
Agree.
Man.
Agree.
All right, man. Finish this shit up, bro. Let's finish this, man. Overall, I like the story, man. I like the story. I understand why people like it. I understand why I like this, man. I like this. I don't hate this at all, bro. Honestly, from learning everything I learned from this, bro, I have a respect for the character Miles Morales. I do have.
I told you it was tight. I wasn't lying.
Now let me put fine print for you. I respect this character based on the world and the universe that he lives in, not necessarily himself. The parents, the world, the
I understand it. It's an important cast. And
exactly.
As a whole,
it's like
you like it as a whole.
You know how people like the Dark Knight, but they hate Christian Bale, Batman.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Okay,
that type of shit. I don't hate Miles Morales, but I respect it.
No, got you.
That's where I'm at with it, man.
Anyway. Yeah. But anyway,
freak my head hurt.
Everybody have that uncle. Man, he's really bugging over there.
Bruh, I just thought about that.
Yeah, that's whack. Agree with you.
Literally, it just hit me on camera just now, bro. Like that was him. Oh my god.
Yeah, agree. It was a dissatisfying, tasting to the eye.
Hey, Brian Michael Bendis did a good job with this book. He did a really good job with it.
Yeah, but people were hating. I'm gonna be quiet. But
I get why they were hating because Peter Parker.
Peter Parker, where's Peter Parker? They always these crybaby ass Peter Parker.
Hold up, I understand why they was complaining, bro.
Nah,
because they kind of. Now I don't know the death of Peter Parker. I didn't read that. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I did not read either.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not read either.
Well, okay.
I seen this in
this story how they're doing Peter Parker. Kind of disrespectful.
How they doing?
He went out.
You gotta read the Death of Spider-Man.
So why are you telling me to read some shit you ain't read?
It's supposed to connect to it. I know that, but I remember, man. I was in high school.
What happens though? You know what happens?
I heard that. Oh, they're about to finally kill off Spider-Man. I'm like, they ain't about to kill all no goddamn Spider-Man. Miss me. He is the mascot for Marvel. They ain't killing this nigga off. So I never picked up the book. I did not believe it. I was a non-believer. I did not believe this shit. Who would kill off Spider-Man? Peter Parker.
Well, if you really look at it, he's a stem of every Peter Parker fan's worst nightmare. My hero died. Here this nigga pop up. Get this nigga out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I understand that.
But I think that people hate him is the fact that he's black. That's what I truly believe. Haven't read the story at all, but always got something to say. Oh, he's black. That's why. What you read this shit?
I don't think that's why.
Out here, I don't like Miles. Read the story. Read the fucking story. Get some goddamn knowledge.
After reading this,
but don't talk about.
Yeah, I can
read
tell
the
you,
story.
He's
what the hell?
He's the furthest from a black character that you could probably even think of. Miles, the supporting characters have that black, but Miles, you could read his stuff, and if it didn't show you that his skin was dark, you would think he's white or Asian. Miles Morales there's nothing hood or he didn't know. He's not that type of character. Michael Bendis was really careful with the way he chose to handle this old boy. He didn't make him black like that. He didn't make him act black. You couldn't even know.
And I like that though. It's a fact that everybody ain't like that.
I think it would have been nice to have a little more. Yeah.
A
little more soul in him.
Yeah.
It would have been nice.
I mean, and then it's the. Are we about to get back to the story?
Man, go ahead, man. I don't know.
What's wrong with you, man?
Man, I'm freaking proud of shit, man. Go ahead, man. You go ahead. Go ahead and get to the story, my nigga.
Anyway.
I'm coasting now, man. That shit hurt.
This guy, man.
Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, Miles' Uncle Aaron, man, he tried to blackmail Miles, saying that he knows where villains are at, and that Miles, he can be a hero. He was insulting his nephew intelligence. Insulting him. Just insulted his intelligence by saying that he can become a real hero. So they go after the Scorpion at this club. The crowd around him are fighting, they squabbling, and Miles is helping out, dude. And then he did that Venom Blast. It's just that I feel as if that, and I learned from this story arc that family would take advantage of you if you have something, if you have money, if you have cars, if you have anything of value of use to them. They would try to manipulate you. Of everything you got, a fucking leech. And I would have to say that his fucking uncle was all of those things. A leech, a manipulative person. He was all of those things. And I thought that they handled it well. Are you already told Joe?
Yeah, go ahead, man. I'm good, bro. Get back, Simba.
I thought that they handled it well on that part because I related to all of that shit, man. And like it hit home, it touched the heart, it pierced my heart. Like, yeah, I understand that.
I understand. Probably the bad guys. That's what his dad warned about.
Everybody has a family member that they do not like. I don't care who you are. Everybody got that family member. Yeah, everybody got that, and like it was real. I felt that this shit was real.
Yeah.
Who you know it's actually
it was your first glimpse into what Dad meant about him.
Yeah, it was the first glimpse. Yeah,
and Miles saw that. Miles was finally like, oh, I see why my dad was this way.
And like I thought it was great. I love that story arc, man. I cherished that shit, man. And the art was just phenomenal. The art, whoever is the artist of this book, great job. 9 in my eyes. I give it a 9. It's good art, man. And like he testing, show me what you can do, Miles. And they fighting and shit on the rooftop. Yo, I'm about to prepare you to fight Scorpion. I remember that shit. That shit was tight, man. I'm like, damn, this shit real. It got real.
All right. So if you got a grade for it, what grade would you give it?
What are we doing about? Are we missing the other art?
Yeah, all right, yeah. All right. Worlds collide and all that other shit. Blah,
no,
blah.
What you mean?
Peter Parker.
It's the main. No. Miles, he had an incident, and like he told his, this guy, man, this guy, he making the energy just.
I'm
like,
sorry, man.
Flat,
I wanna make a discussion. I wanna make a rant video on Prowler.
This guy, he really into that shit, bro. Like, he ain't, bro. All right, you know what? Miles, he had fought his uncle over it, and like he told his uncle, "Do not come near me or my family. You're a bad person. I don't want you near me." And so they fought up the street, and Uncle Aaron Sue had a malfunction, and he killed himself.
I think that was intentional too. Just let you know, I think that was an intentional thing.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't think that was an accident, by the way.
Okay. And then as soon as he died, he said, "You're just like me." And then he blew up. I was like, damn, man, like, he killed his uncle. Miles had that guilt.
He didn't kill his uncle.
But he thought that he did. He thought that he killed his uncle.
That goes to his... He thought he killed Spider-Man. That just goes to his own insecurities.
Agree with you on that. I like to agree with you on that. So he had this guilt, this shame, and like he had to prove himself to Captain America. I thought that was tight.
Yeah.
Up in Hydra, and then Aunt May, they had to talk. Mm-hmm. Don't do it like Peter. Do it how Miles would do it. Yeah. I felt that shit. I'm like, damn.
Be the first you. Don't try to be
that shit was tight. And then this nigga Cap, he over here like, you're too young. You cannot be Spider-Man. You're inexperienced.
I like that.
He
like that shit, bro.
And like I
like that shit,
dude. I thought that was Cap. Okay, this is Cap. This is Cap. This is Cap character. Yeah. He did that shit right. You gotta prove it.
Man was wrong with the Avengers, bro.
He was wrong with the Avengers, man.
That's crazy, man.
And then, man, Cap, he said, "Stay here. Stay here." And you know, it was kind of cliche-ish. You know, he went out and he had helped Cap. And blah blah blah, you know, Hydra shit. And Miles' dad, you know, he was captured by Hydra, man, and like he was brought back into his past.
Yeah.
He killed those Hydra agents on his block and shit, blocking it off, and like he was pushed. He was pushed, and like he felt that his life, it was in danger. He didn't know these people, and they posed a threat to him in the country.
Do what he had to do.
He laid him down.
Do what he had to do, bro.
Not, man, I was like, damn.
He was like
I felt that shit,
like
man.
the pastor. He took that collar off.
Yeah. I was like, damn. I was like,
he went back to his hood ways where that hood nigga came out for a second.
It came out.
Yeah,
it was forced. He was provoked.
That was one of my favorite parts.
So I thought that was
nice.
tight. I thought that was something like, damn.
It shows you that he has to, you know, dad gotta do what dad gotta do, man.
Yeah. To protect his honor, like, yeah, though. This felt black to me.
It reminds me of Malcolm X.
Yeah, it felt black. It was tight, man. And okay, I'm going. So is this a reporter named Brent? I think her name was Brent or something like that. Brent.
I don't know.
It was a reporter had found out who Spider-Man was. And she's snooping around his Uncle Aaron old house, and she's just investigating on her fucking Jessica Jones shit. Yeah. She's talking to Marcus and shit. I heard that you and Norman Osborn were trying to duplicate Peter Parker's powers, and you know they having a conversation and shit, and then Venom come out of nowhere at her house and killed her. I was like, fuck. You won't tell anybody and just killed her ass, man.
But like where the freak was he at? Like for him to introduce himself then versus way earlier in the story, like you would think that Venom would be the first motherfucker. Spider-Man, like, I think Venom would have been the first motherfucker when Spider-Man died. He would have showed up to make sure that this nigga's dead, or the first motherfucker to show up after Miles Morales come back as Spider-Man, saying this nigga's still alive. What the freak? You would think Venom would have showed up earlier in the story than that one random motherfucking scene. You know what I mean?
But I mean, I'm not.
It was just to show Venom, and I liked it.
No, it had purpose. It had purpose. It had purpose. It had purpose. So the reporter thought that Miles' dad was Spider-Man. Mr. Jefferson, his dad, he thought that he was Spider-Man. So Venom, you know, he went at his house. And like he just terrorized in the fucking block and shit, and like he had hurt Miles' dad, and like it's the fact that Miles had to help him. Yeah. You know, he's out fighting and shit, like get away from my dad, and like he's just doing a bunch of venom blasts and shit. Like that shit was tight, man. Yeah, I felt that shit.
I didn't feel that.
I felt that shit.
I'm curious to know why. I didn't understand why did Venom do all that? What was his motivations?
He's Spider-Man.
So I'm just supposed to understand it. So that's why he went to his house and did all that shit?
No. He wanted him to merge with him, I think. That's what he wanted.
Because I was trying to figure, like, all this, like, what's the reason?
He wanted to merge with Spider-Man. That's what I got out of it.
He said that he wanted to merge?
No.
I don't remember that.
In the hospital. Fuck, you make me go ahead and shit. Shit.
But when Peter come to, when Peter was in the hospital bit.
No, it's the story arc. It's in the hospital.
Can I get one? Thank you.
Oh yeah,
also tropical too.
Oh yeah.
All right, go ahead.
But anyway, so Venom had discovered who Spider-Man was. So Miles' dad gets injured, and Miles' mom had to go to the hospital with her husband, and so Venom was chasing after him. So now Venom is in the hospital, trying to merge or kill his dad, because he thinks that he's Spider-Man. So Miles, you know, he's talking to Maria Hill. He just talking. Oh, I know who you are. And, you know, they having a little conversation and shit. It was Mary Jane and it was Genki and shit, and they having a conversation and shit. So it went. You alright, man?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So it went to the hospital, and like Miles, oh man, Miles had to fight, man. It was a terrible fight, man.
It was
We had
sad,
to
bro.
fight though. People evacuate the hospital.
It was sad.
Evacuate the hospital. And like
It didn't make. That nigga had no business going head up with Venom like that, bro. That's that early, that soon, bro. No business, my nigga.
it was an unexpected challenge.
This
and, like,
nigga was-
this nigga family was in danger, my nigga. Watch out, my nigga. I'm
He wasn't trained, bruh. He had no. All of us. He started to use his power. Left, you know, what's that shit called? Where he
with Venom Blast. It was on the Venom Blast.
that shit going a cloak invisible mode, and he just all of a sudden is using all of his abilities in this fight with Venom. When Venom has spider senses and all this other arsenal and stuff to help him, but Miles don't have those. And how the freak was he able to engage with Venom and fight him like that? There was points where he was running from Venom for the most part, bro.
Yeah.
For the most part,
He was scared.
but he was still engaging this motherfucker, bro. This is top tier Spider-Man
He
villain,
was
bro.
trying to kill his mom and his dad. He like, what the hell? I'm about to fight for my family.
I understand the whole entire
My
up it
family
to the
has
next
to
level.
exist. So I understand that. You know, it's that adrenaline. You know, that shit kick in, that adrenaline. You know?
I understand upping it to the next level. But then there's a level that you just shouldn't pass. And he passed that in order to
Yeah, but
try to save his family.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I didn't have no problem. I didn't have no problem with that at all. I'm gonna be honest with you, I had no problem with that at all because I felt that shit. Like, damn, is he about to? And then
He was struggling with Kangaroo. And then you fight Venom.
he also fought Scorpion, Uncle Aaron, and also he fought
This is the matter of in the matter of
petty crimes.
in the matter of
like
what,
that.
week maybe?
I wouldn't say weeks. I'll say probably like 2 months or so. I'm not sure. But anyway, as Miles was fighting Venom, you know, he was fighting him, and his mom had
Becoming
interfered and said, "No, stop!" And Venom, he murdered his mom and also him, and they killed. And he tried to kill him, and the officers just shooting, pow, 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 and Venom. And his mom, you know, was leaking out blood. That shit was a lot of blood. That shit was, that art was so beautiful. I felt that shit. That art, shout out to the artists, man. They captured emotion on her facial expressions, on Miles. It was like, damn, man, I feel sorry though for the kid. This shit was just
So sorry for the mom.
it was, yeah, a mom and like it was a sad story, and then
I was sad.
yeah, it was
That
a
shit-
sad,
shit.
it was
I was
a
like,
sad
wow.
story arc. That shit was bad. And then I thought that Venom killed his mom, but it was a bullet shot.
It was still Venom.
Venom, yeah,
Venom.
but it was the bullet shot that did it.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't the security guard's fault. It was Venom's fault.
So Miles, he took a year off. He abandoned his duties as a superhero because of his mom. He found a girlfriend named Kate. You know,
Shout out to Kate.
he's living a normal life now. And then his friend Genk is angry at him, and then also Spider Woman, and like they're trying to encourage him, still be a hero. I haven't seen you in a while, man. My mom just died. I'm not being no fucking hero. I failed. It's the one person who I love is dead because of me. That shit was he abandoned all of his duties, and then in the restaurant, you know, that they had a conversation, and it was Gwen Stacy. I think that was up in the restaurant with him, and they had a conversation, and then Shellbomb and also Cloak and Dagger there fighting like, no, you did this to us. It was an experiment, and like, the action was just beautiful. They was going toe to toe, just scrapping it out, and Miles like, no, I'm done. I'm not a hero anymore. It isn't my duty to become a hero. I'm done. I turned away from that. It isn't mine. It isn't me anymore. I stopped. I do not want to be this anymore. My mom is dead, and now I have to. Bro, what's up with you, bro?
Bro, go ahead.
Are you about to go in?
Like, we're like an hour in, bro.
No, we're not, bro. Like,
We
goddamn.
recorded for like an hour, bro.
All right, man. So, okay. So I guess that we're done now, man. Cause dude is like butthurt over that.
No, I'm not
damn
butthurt, bro. I'm not butthurt,
Donald
man.
Glover shit. You
I'm
know,
not.
Him becoming the prowler and shit. You know, he's upset. Like, what? This the prowler? Go to this show. You know, he's upset. So
I'm not.
I'm
highly
this is a
upset.
lack of passion.
I am.
This guy's here bored and shit, man.
I'm not bored,
I
bro.
need to do that shit, man. I need to start
Hey,
doing that
now
shit,
you know how it
man.
feels.
I never do that shit.
You
No,
know,
I never do that shit. I always
Really?
time in these discussions, my nigga.
lying
Don't try to
motherfucker.
ball
How many
me.
times
Don't
in
try to
live-
ball me.
how many times on
Pretend
live
as
stream,
if I
nigga?
be quiet and shit.
How many times
No.
you fall asleep on live stream, nigga?
Bruh.
Shut your
That's
mouth.
random. Those are random days. Those are random. Those are
days.
random days, bruh.
Hey,
Those random.
am I falling asleep on you?
Nah, you're
Alright.
showing a lack of energy as if that you don't want to talk about this. This is the
Bro,
we're talking about Ultimate Spider-Man, my nigga. Miles, you're bugging, my nigga. You're bugging right now. This comic right here,
I like the story, bro. I know that you're very enthusiastic about it. I get you.
but let's do this great, man. Cause you are tripping, man.
All right, great. Let's grade this motherfucker. You give it your 10. You're A plus.
I'm gonna give this an A, man. Great like that, man. Brian Bendis, he did a magnificent job. He felt human all over the characters. The art will work, and this is a relatable hero. Bam. That's my stamp of approval. This, I recommend this comic. I recommend it highly, heavily. This is like Titanic. That's what I compare this shit to. Titanic. This is Titanic. This is Training Day. This is Matrix. This is all of those films. And again, this shit is fire. This shit is fire, man. I ain't even gassing it up. This has amazing story. Art is just, the art is beautiful. Good acting.
Good art.
Good
art.
acting. Good acting. Good acting. If this was a movie, good acting. Of GP.
If this was a movie, good acting.
This is great. And I feel as if that I'm very fatigued of Peter Parker. We need to banish him and give him a rest because we had too many movies. Too many movies of Peter Parker. It's time to give some light. It's time to shine some light on these other Spider-Mans. Like Miles, Miguel, Gwen Stacy,
Honestly,
those characters. That's what I believe.
That whole argument after reading this book, bro. Shut your mouth. We do not need to shed light.
Yes, we do.
We
need to shed light.
We do not need to take our movies.
This shit is tight.
Miles, look, I completely understand why it's a 2D film coming out, and I think that's perfect to tell a story like this.
That's his story though. That's the Spider-Verse comic. It's a different comic.
But still, Miles Morales.
It is.
His dad's a cop in that one.
Yeah, it isn't his story. It isn't his story. It doesn't count. He's the main focus, but it isn't his story. So
Mr. All that you talking about
live action.
Peter Parker. I see him being the ace in the hole. Miles Morales.
People are tired of it. We're tired of it.
You're tired of it. You're tired of it.
Aren't you tired of it too?
What do you mean? I'm tired of Spider-Man. Period, bro.
I'm tired. No, you're tired of Peter Parker's story. That's what you're tired of. No. You're tired of Peter Parker's story. It's been done so many times. Like, damn.
I'm tired of Spider-Man movies. Period, bro. I'm fatigued.
I'm tired of. For me, I'm gonna speak for myself.
Here you go.
Don't need myself. That's
Speak
right.
For yourself. That's right.
I'm tired of Peter Parker's story. Tom Holland needs to go. That nigga needs to go. He's kind of like a Spider-Man, but I'm gonna still watch it. You know, I'm gonna show support. You know, but Miles, he needs a chance. He needs to be.
So that movie is not gonna be nothing like this book.
Yes, it will. If you have Ryan Coogler or Gray F,
No.
or
I'm saying
Gary F. I forgot his name. He did The Negotiator.
F. Gary Gray.
Yes. If they're doing a film on Miles, it would be this one.
I'm saying that
would be
that
that
Into the Spider-Verse movie that's coming out is going to be nothing like this.
Nothing. It's different coming.
Okay, well, that's a waste.
Exactly. So I believe in the future, Miles, he would have a live action. I believe it. I truly believe it because this character right here. All that and then some, you know, Miles Morales, he on that PlayStation 4, he on the video game too. Yeah, it's coming.
I have respect for the character Miles Morales. I think the story was very, it was a good story, and it was a good story wrapped around a lot of cliches. There's a lot of cliche tropes in here, but it told a tale of the overall tale is the journey to becoming a hero and the repercussions that come with. That's how I would say that this book is the journey to becoming a hero and the repercussions that come with it. That's the story of this book. And I wish it was more urban. I wish it was more black, honestly. I think it was well written. I think it was well penned. Besides some panels, there was some panels where I was like, But overall, I think it's a good story. I still feel the way I feel about Miles, the character as Spider-Man. Peter Parker over this guy, definitely. But there's stuff in this universe that I actually like better than Peter Parker's universe. So I think that Miles' universe is superior to Peter Parker's universe. But I believe Peter Parker is superior to Miles Spider-Man. And that's where I'm at with it. And I'll grade this accordingly. I give this a B-. A B-. That's my grade for it. I don't have the graphics right now, but that's my grade for the story. It's better than I thought it was going to be. I didn't expect to see all the characters that I ended up seeing in here. I thought he had a lot of help from a lot of other characters. The Avengers, Captain America, and S.H.I.E.L.D. and Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman. But it's a good story, man.
Brian Bendis, he's that guy. Man. Brian Bendis, he's that guy, you know. He makes miracles happen, you know. He did the New Avengers. He did Skrull Invasion. He did a lot of things. House of M. He did a lot, man. He have a good resume. Best writer. I say it again, man. And like I know that people may dislike what I say, but I don't care. Man. You know, I'm more of an X-Files, aka Mr. Sexy, and I'm gonna rep that. But yeah, Brian Bendis is like top 3 writers. No, I'll give him top 2 up in my book. He's the top 3 writers in my book.
For sure.
He's good.
So that concludes the comic book review of Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man. Thank you guys so much for watching this hour-plus long video that I'm sure it is. But we had a lot to get to and stuff. I wanted it to be like 30 minutes, but I'm sorry about the length of it. X-Files is very in-depth and little scene-by-scene with, but I appreciate your enthusiasm and your excitement, bro.
I had to come here. You already know, man.
Appreciate
I got to rep
that, bro. You rep that Miles, bro.
You know what's up. And thank you, Darren, Cecil. Thank you to the whole team. You already know.
Anime Guy?
Yeah, Anime Guy. Thank you to the whole clans. You already know, man. Mouse all day. Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Storm. You already all them characters
Big
all
H.
day. You already know, man. Marvel for the win, man. You already know what's up.
All right, all that shit. All right.
All right.
I'm Julie Joe. This is Marvel. Next question. We out this day.